Hey everybody and welcome back to GreedFall. I think that we are about to put into motion a series of events that's going to send us to the new continent of Tier 4D, and I'm incredibly excited about that, so let's go talk to the captain.
Sir?
Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tier 4D. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Yeah, we have information about the cabin boy.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nauts, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Naut. Our ships are his home. And we are his only family.
Wow. Okay, that's really good information about how they get recruits. Yeah, I think we need to find him.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Oh, how I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on here. Let's go talk to him.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. I want to find out the fate of this cabin boy before we leave here. Otherwise, it's just going to bother me. No man left behind.
Yes? Well, how can your old professor be of service to you?
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Yes.
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nauts as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Yeah, the thing is, if he made that deal and gave up his son when the son was born, and the son grew up with the Knots on the boats, just like the captain said, that's his family now. It's all he knows. At this point, I doubt he would even want to go back to the parent that had basically sold him off after he's made all these new friends and has this whole life. We're going to go back up here, and we might have to be a little more forceful this time to figure out what we need to find Jonas. We really need to get our hands on the husband. Apparently, we're not opening that door. Because the wife seems maybe innocent in all this. She might not have known of the agreement and really might be convinced that the son just was taken by the Knots.
Don't you worry now. You'll get your merchandise.
Yeah, we already took care of that. I was thinking maybe you could sell us some stuff, but no vendors here. That's the river, Robert. Note to the attention of the servant. Alice, I would like you to prepare several meals and bring them to the warehouse we own on the canal. My husband will have to work there with his clerk and his men for a few days, so make sure that there is enough food for everyone, and be discreet. We do not want other families to know about what is happening. Warehouses. By the canal. I bet that's where they're keeping the boy.
This document mentions another property.
Mm-hmm.
A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide.
Yes.
Shall we take a peek?
Yes. That's exactly what I was thinking, Kurt. You, my man, are reading my mind. You are my main man. Let's head straight this way, and then we'll cut down.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Underlings don't scare us away. Right, cousin?
Let's just try to remain discreet.
As discreet as a rifle to the face, probably. We're gonna check the basement first. I don't know if they'd hide him in the basement. I would hope not, so...
Sir de Sade,
Oh boy.
what are you doing here?
I've come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine?
See, tell him about what Sir de Socialon taught us. Attempt to reason him. We're not going to threaten him. Let's go with this first.
I looked into the contract that binds you to the Naughts. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Naughts. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in the story, don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You're not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir.
Right, exactly.
Farewell.
Now, couldn't he just visit when he is in port here? So the Knots travel all around. I'm sure he could visit his mother and visit his father if he wants to do that. You know, maybe now that he knows who his parents are, like he might not have known before. So I feel like it's fine. We're not talking about a little child anymore. This person is probably grown. Warehouses could be quite expansive. Okay, that's not the way we want to go. That's a back exit. Good to know. Good to know.
So it's here that our man keeps his...
Locked.
Alright, let's get his side of the story here.
Who are you?
My name is de Sardet. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes. Even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that.
True that.
My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to the ship. I'll see you there.
Brilliant. I love it. Solving problems. We're just going to be problem solvers. It's going to be great. I feel good about that resolution. Nobody had to get murdered. We didn't have to shoot anybody in the face. And we did gain some reputation, although I doubt the guy likes us personally, but... Perhaps we should look around upstairs and see if there is anything else we can pilfer. Surprisingly, there's not. Alright, and then the last thing is to go tell him that we found his cabin boy and then depart. We're getting close. We are getting close to getting out of here. But I've kind of come to really enjoy my time here. It's going to be kind of sad to leave, but it's also incredible to think that after all we've done here, we have an entirely new island. Not just a city, but an entirely new island that we're going to explore with multiple cities. And just thinking of the scope of this place and how much we've been able to do here and how much we've been able to discover leaves me really interested in seeing the new land and all the stuff that we're going to discover there.
Sir,
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
we should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Nice. Reputation with the knots. I like it. I feel like we've already asked these questions. Let's just see if we can come aboard. I think we've done everything here that there is to do.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
I'm ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
We've done it all. Let's get going, guys.
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Tir Freddy. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The
Yes.
voyage will be long.
Yes.
I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Naughts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that.
Yeah, we heard that rumor.
Nords are strange, but they're not idiots.
We actually heard that rumor before, so now that it's been mentioned again, I am kind of the mind that one of these ships has a giant creature on it. That's my current thought process. It's like they mention it twice and you have to be like, is that going to come back to haunt us later? Where did he run off to? I don't know if we're going to get there this way. Nope. It's really a damn shame we didn't pick up lockpicking.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, piss-distilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
Oh boy.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it! Help!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Yeah. That's really something. Maybe they shouldn't have brought this back.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Holy shit. Oh no. Oh, okay.
Cut! Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
Is it too much to... Yeah, too much to hope that it's dead. Oh, yeah, sure. We're definitely, Oh, good. Ow. I really need a way to dodge. Holy shit. Okay. That's unfortunate. So what are we supposed to do there? Those swing attacks...
So eager to discover Tear Friddy.
Yeah.
My isle. My new city.
Okay, well let's try it again.
With patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
Then they say the place...
I feel like I have to be missing something with the controls. Because we really need a way to dodge out of the way of shit. But there's nothing. It says this is a dodge. It's not a dodge, it's a block. It's almost like a parry, but it's... To call it a dodge is entirely inaccurate. So that's a little annoying.
The beast is awoken!
Yeah, knockdown. Knockdown. We could, okay, we can kind of shift out of the way. Shit. Alright. this is not easy. So we can kind of use the shift key to move a little bit. It's not the kind of dodge roll that I would prefer in combat like this. And it's not exactly intuitive.
So eager to discover Tear Freddy.
Let's give it one more shot.
My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told that...
Yeah, how am I not avoiding that? I don't know, guys. It just seems incredibly powerful, and some of the moves seem really impossible to avoid. We're probably doing something totally wrong. I wouldn't doubt it.
So eager to discover
I will edit some of these attempts out until we get it down.
my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
I don't want that. I don't want that. We gotta be in close or not at all, I guess. Shit, man. I don't know how to avoid that one. Except maybe like get the way hell away. Yeah, not good. Yeah, we're gonna go down. Huh. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna pull out the controller and we'll see if that helps, because nothing is helping. This is gonna suck because I'm gonna have to learn the controller layout.
To discover Tear Freddy.
What the hell? How did he slap us like that for that much damage? That was like the weakest slap I've ever seen. Oh, now he's kicking us and shit too. I don't want this weapon out. Thank you, though. Alright, we got him. 18 attempts later, guys. If this is the kind of challenge we're going to come up against, I'm incredibly excited and fearful of future bosses, because this guy was a beast. Nice. Oh, okay.
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Well, we died
Fine,
18 times,
fine.
but we're good.
It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I had the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
We are playing with the control pad, the gamepad from now on, guys. Because until I switched over, I wasn't learning anything. And so, yeah, gamepad might just be the way to go, which is no problem. I like playing on gamepad. Sometimes the camera is turning a little bit too quick for me. I don't really care for that. We could fix that, though. Bring that down just a tad. Save. And that's a little bit better. I don't know, I prefer navigating with the mouse and keyboard. It's a little bit smoother. It makes a little bit more sense to run around with the mouse and keyboard, but then in combat, obviously the gamepad is the way to go. So we're going to stick with that. Excellent. Well, we did it. Let's see. We're going to have to figure out how to get into all of our menus now. Okay. Did we gain any points? Yes, we did. We have 1 point we could spend on talents. It was good to use the gun there. That staggered him at one point. Was incredibly useful. One-handed blades. If we go here, one-handed blades are going to deal more damage. If we go here, one-handed heavy weapons deal more damage. The heavy weapon I only used to break through the shields, and then I switched over. Let's go here for now. I really don't know what our build is going to be. We might just be going into a little bit of everything. We don't have a ring yet. There's no reason to level that up at all. Let's go with sword damage. Attributes. We can spend another attribute. So agility increases fury generation in combat and all damage inflicted. We're going to grab a point in agility. And they didn't give us another talent, so we are literally not going to be able to go back and unlock any of those crates. And that's fine. That's a lesson learned for maybe another playthrough sometime in the future. Is that lock picking would be very useful. Let's find the captain. Wherever he is off to. Luckily, it was not his ship that the creature burst out of. That would have put a damper on our plans.
Yeah! Gentlemen. Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Stations, lads! Weigh anchor and ready her to wear! Lively now, lively! Catch me a wind!
Very cool. God, that was quite a boss fight. It really was. I think using the controller is going to make things a lot easier going forward from what I've seen there. It just felt a lot better, and I was able to dodge a lot more effectively. There we go. The title. And now we're in. We're totally in. Oh, hello.
What a charming welcome.
Yeah, I love those masks. They're so
Gentlemen,
creepy.
I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so please. Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see. It seems you were quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I
Oh
am
boy.
truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nauts. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
Oh, so maybe it's
They were recording
vaccines?
on the ship.
Not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are!
To your health.
Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence!
I hope we don't find him locked up in another bandit warehouse.
I've been scullied.
Scullied. You've been screwed
How
over.
so?
But how?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service for a while.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, so we're gonna get you as a character. Wow. That is kind of rude to take him off his ship like that. Let's see. Vasco's a duelist whose extraordinary agility compensates for his lack of protections. He also knows how to handle guns with great ease. So he has a point in agility. He has a point in accuracy. One-handed blades and guns, poison coating, special attack, secret blade technique. Get some more details about him here. All right. Your team is incomplete. Please add 1 companions. There we go. Now we have 2 squad mates. Oh, we're going to be equipping these guys too. Okay. Okay. Alright. It's a lot of equipment to manage, but that's really cool that we're going to be able to change and affect their loadout. Very awesome. Okay, let's back out of this. I think we want to add to the team and then be done. There we go. Alright, this might be a good time to take a break before we get into exploring or anything of that nature. How do I'd love to know how to open the map. Oh, well that's how to drink a potion. That's how to shoot into a crowd. Map. Okay, there we go. So we're going to have lots of things to explore here. We can talk to the coin guard barracks about the quartermaster. That's about the shipment. And so same thing, we'll probably go explore all the points of interest. We will knock out any side quests that we take. And we'll kind of wrap around in a path that makes sense to get down to the governor's palace and continue on. Very cool. I like how things look like they're under construction, even though I think we've been here maybe not quite 15 years. I forget. I think it was the Bridge Alliance that has been here. That said they've been here for 15 years, so we'll learn a lot more about how long we've been here and what's been going on, I hope. But yeah, very excited to be here. Having a great time with the game. The boss fight was hard as hell. But that's okay, we're going to get our fighting legs under us and we will figure it out for the next boss fight. Hope you guys are having a good time with the series. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Any tips, especially about the combat or the game systems. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts about that. Until then, take care and wish me luck. See you again soon.